One of the most important things that I do to make sure that you get the most money for your house is staging. If you're interviewing agents, you better be 100% sure that that agent does staging and knows how to do it right. Every house needs staging to some degree, and I am an expert at staging. At Bentley Properties, we take your house from any condition and make it look show ready, making sure that as it goes on the market, you get an amazing response from buyers and you get the most money possible. I'm really excited to show you this house because this is a perfect before house. This listing is coming soon, so it's great to see it in its current condition, which is tenant occupied. Important to know that the tenants are living like any normal person would live. These houses are lived in, they're customized, and they're being used, which is what a house should do. And we've got basically a situation where the house needs everything. You can see there's a lot of stuff. And I think it's very important when you're getting ready to sell a house and when you're staging a house that you edit. I call it editing and not decluttering because I really don't want to offend anybody. But this room is a perfect example of a room that needs some editing, especially because we got a swing. We've got a built-in swing here. Many houses you might see a swing set outside. Here, you see a swing set inside. That's a problem, especially if you've got an open house. I don't want to see some kid doing acrobatics and fall and hurt themselves. There's liability there. You got to be careful about all that sort of stuff. Swing's got to go. So you look at a kitchen like this. They have their cooking appliances out, they have food out, they have dishes in the sink, and it's very important that all of that stuff is gone. Everything, including the magnets on the fridge, the rice cooker and the coffee maker and the knives and forks and food in the sink, everything is gone. And the only things in the kitchen are beautiful. So one thing you notice about the master is that there's a lot of fantastic natural light coming from the back wall. We're gonna showcase that. We're gonna make that view look really beautiful and make sure that everyone knows that when they're enjoying their bedroom, that they're also enjoying the view of the pool and the water. What we're doing is we're selling the dream. We're selling how people wanna live, not how they do live. This might be how people do actually live, but nobody wants to live this way. People wanna live in a clean and calm way, and that's what we showcase when we stage a house. So at this point, we're gonna come in and zhuzh it up and make it ready for market so that these sellers can get the highest dollar possible, and the dog agrees. Heading up my staging department is Julie Mance, who has a PhD in consumer psychology. She understands how to create a space that a buyer wants to be in, and how to furnish a space so that it guides the buyer through the property.
So here we are inside this home. What I wanted people to see when they walked into the home is a beautiful, cohesive, open concept space. As we go through, I keyed off of the color that was already here. We have a brick fireplace that was gray, so I used that along with the white and this almost cottage feel, beachy feel, to just use cool tones, grays, blues, a little bit of yellow for color, a little bit of melon for color. The space is interesting because there's a seating area here and a seating area here, and you really don't want something to look like it's a furniture showroom, right? We want people to feel like they could use every space of their house. This corner is a challenging corner in general, so when I looked at the space, the way this house moves, first of all, every house has something that's gonna be challenging. This, I would call, in this house, was the space. Both the homeowner and the folks before them had used this as a toy repository. So we went ahead, took out the toys, tried to make it look like a kid's chill zone, but at the same time, not have the clutter of little toys all over the place. We went ahead and took out the swing that was here. I might break Ben's heart. It is too specific for staging. What we're trying to do is make it as appealing to as many people as possible and not have those kinds of specific things. Number one thing for a kitchen is it be clean, clean, clean. Number one staging item, I think, is to show as much counter space or whatever the beautiful part of the kitchen is. In this kitchen, appliances are great, right? They're stainless steel, they're a high-end brand. We want that to shine. We need them to see that when they come in. Backsplash might not be what every homeowner wants, but we don't need to touch that. We're just gonna show off the great counter space that it has, show off the best aspects. We just wanna show it as easy, stylish, chic living. So here we are in the master bedroom. We already had a beautiful wall of natural light, big windows, high ceilings, and we really wanted to show that off. It's really important for buyers to come in and see the best parts of a home. We accessorized the bed, gave it some seating area to show you can have a nice retreat in your master bedroom. When you look at pictures in a magazine, you see nightstands and lamps, and people want to see that when they come in. We also took out the big pieces that were over here, sort of overpowering and cluttering up the room, because we want it to be a straight shot out to this beautiful natural light. And by the way, here's a little stager tip for you. You might remember over on this side there was a giant television set. We took that out. I know people like to watch television in bed, but in this case we wanted to show a nice restful space and get the scale right so that the room feels even bigger if you're not overpowered with a television.
So Julie, you did an amazing job in staging this house, particularly this house, because I think you did it so simply, but you highlighted the home's natural attributes. For example, all of that great light in the master bedroom.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful in there.
I think so many people think that they can't afford staging or that staging is unnecessary.
Right.
And really, when I'm speaking to buyers, I like to highlight how important staging actually is for the home, basically to help the buyer understand what their experience in that home is going to be. You know, you may think that your home is perfect and it doesn't need staging, but you're wrong. Even my home, which is pretty good, needs staging.
Listen, even my home, if I were to go sell it, would need staging, because staging is about opening it up to as many people as possible, and your home is about design and your life.
Now look, when you're interviewing agents, you want to be 100% sure that your agent knows everything about staging and can guide you through that process. Because of my commitment to staging and Julie's expertise, my team is hands down the best at staging in all of Los Angeles.